Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station. I've worked at IRS for 10 years. I've been in private practice for 40 years. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the IRS financial statement. And don't give IRS a financial statement unless you're aware of what I'm going to talk to you today about. I've been on national TV many times. You should go to my website at 777irs.com. You can see my whole team of former IRS agents. I've been on all the major TV stations. You know, as a former IRS agent, I've looked at thousands of IRS financial statements. I am a national expert in these matters, and people who aren't practitioners, and even some that do, are not aware of, when you give IRS a financial statement, really what they're looking for. And one of the big cautions that I give you today is simply this. If you go ahead and give IRS a financial statement, most people fill it out correctly, but there's two areas that IRS is really looking at, and two areas only that IRS is drilling down. IRS is drilling down on your assets and the values, and IRS is drilling down on their national standards. The big mistake, the huge mistake that everyone makes, they have no idea what IRS is doing with their expenses. It's a big wake-up call when they find out IRS is not going to allow your expenses. IRS kind of sets you up in sense that they say list your expenses here, but there's a box. If you look at the 433A, you may not be filling that out, but you should pull it up on your computer, the 433A form, and look on page 4, and there's a box that says IRS use only. They don't tell you this on the 433A OAC or the 433F. They do not tell you that. But the big wake-up call, the IRS use, is the IRS National Standards, and you need to look those up. The IRS National Standards that they're actually going to allow you is going to be, you can look those up. Look up IRS National Standards for food and clothing. Look up IRS National Standards for housing and utilities. You'll go to a state, then you'll go to a county, and then you go to how many people are in your family. That's what IRS is going to allow you for housing and utilities. Big wake-up call. Then IRS is going to dictate how much you can spend on a car, and IRS national standards for car expenses. So what you put down, IRS is going to scratch and say, no, we're not going to allow those. So you have to understand the national standards program. Don't give IRS this financial statement unless you know that. If you're going to hire somebody, you better hire someone like us who knows that, or if you're going to do this yourself, understand the National Standards Program. If not, it's going to be a big wake-up call. Give me a subscription if you would. I really thrive on those because YouTube says we need subscriptions to move up the charts. If you'd give me one, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much.